What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're building the Chicago Bulls, which should be a lot of fun. We had some great success with the Utah Jazz. I think I finally have figured out a formula for NBA 2K19, so I'm excited to jump right into this one. But real quick, if you guys have not seen any of the other rebuilds, description below, there's a link. Go watch them, please, and subscribe if you haven't already. So let's jump right into this one. The Chicago Bulls are a very interesting team in the Eastern Conference because a lot of people could think potentially they will make the playoffs, and a lot of people are more realistic and say they won't. But if I'm on the opinion on either side, I think the Bulls have the potential to make it, but I don't think it's quite time for them yet. They're a very young team, and that's going to help them out a lot, and they're eventually going to be pretty good. But just right now, I don't think it's time to make the playoffs for them. Lauri Markkanen, Jabari Parker, Zach LaVine, Bobby Portis, Chris Dunn, Wendell Carter Jr., Robin Lopez, Denzel Valentine, Justin Holiday, Cristiano Felicio, Chandler Hutchinson, Cameron Payne, Antonio Blankney, yes, Amir Ashiq, and Antonius Cleveland. So, for the coach game plan, they have this. Chris Dunn, Zach LaVine, Jabari Parker, Lauri Markkanen, Wendell Carter Jr., Bobby Portis, Denzel Valentine, Robin Lopez, Justin Holiday. So, yeah, that's not a bad rotation. That's fine, actually, with me. So, what we're going to do, though, is we're actually going to move Wendell Carter Jr. to the center just because, I mean, he's going to play center in this video, so I'm going to move him there. Even though he goes down one, that's fine. So, let's fix this up a little bit. Let's go like this. Yeah, let's Chris Dunn, Zach LaVine, Jabari Parker, Wendell, Bobby Portis, Robin Lopez, Denzel Valentine, Justin Holiday. So that's not bad. I'm actually okay with that. So for this first season, obviously, we're just going to see how this Chicago Bulls team does. But in the offseason, guys, this team has enough. This team has enough to be pretty good. But there's one thing missing, and we're going to address that in the offseason. So let's go ahead and just simulate to the end of the year, and let's see how the Chicago Bulls team does in the first season. So at the NBA trade deadline, I'm just thinking here, and Bobby Portis is set to be a restricted free agent this offseason. As much as I do want to bring the man back, he's expected, I think he wants a lot of money this offseason. He usually does. But before I do officially do this trade, I guess this is a different game. So I should really see how much money that he's going to want. So where is the contract extension? So he expected $14 million. And I just can't be owing Bobby Portis that much money as I have big plans this offseason. So, and we're going to be getting rid of Cristiano Felicio's contract. So let's go back to that trade now and let's make it happen. So we're going to have Marcus Morris, who's a nice role player, and he's going to be a nice bench player in the future. And then we'll have Aaron Baines, who hopefully just declined this player option. If not, we'll trade him in the offseason as well. That trade is back up. We're going to do this trade real quick. And I know Bobby Portis is a nice young player, but I'm trying to pay him with all the money that I want this offseason. So, and then one more trade that I do want to get rid of, Amir Ashiq. And what else could we attach to Ashiq potentially? Maybe Cameron Payne, and then a second round pick. Maybe someone would take on Amir Ashiq. That would get rid of his contract. We got Yogi Ferrell, Wayne Selden Jr., John Lure, Jose Calderon, Boban Marjanovic, and Zaza Pachulia, both on one-year deals, I believe. So let's just make sure that Boban does not. Yep, he is as well. And so is Zaza. So we'll go back to that one potentially just in case we do get a nice... Plumlee would be a nice backup center in the future, but I think I'm good on taking his big contract. Although it's not that big, but Tyson Chandler, Shaquille Harrison. Yeah, we can do this. We can do something like this. So we'll just take on Tyson Chandler, Shaquille Harrison, just because I hate Zaza Pachulia and don't really want to see him back on the team. So now, when we look at the rotation, let's see what they got for us now. Chris Dunn, Zach LaVine, Marcus Morris actually jumps in the rotation now. Jabari Parker hits the power forward, and then Lauri Markkanen hits the bench. No, I'm not a big fan of that at all. So let's go back. And I'd never even realized that they had Jabari Parker at the power forward still. So let me go back to that. Now it should fix itself. So now we got Chris Dunn, Zach LaVine, Jabari Parker, Lauri Markkanen, Wendell Carter Jr., Marcus Morris, Robin Lopez, Aaron Baines, Tyson Chandler. Way too many centers off the bench. Let's do that. Denzel Valentine. And Justin Holiday as well. So let's get Justin Holiday some minutes just because Tyson Chandler and Aaron Baines aren't very important to the team. So yeah, we'll do that. That's fine. And we'll roll with that. So let's go ahead and just keep simulating. Not a lot was important this offseason or this trade deadline, but we did free up some money. That's all that matters. to start this offseason, we did not make the playoffs. Obviously, we went like 27-55, and we are in the draft lottery. So let's see what pick we're gonna get, and we have the 3rd pick in this year's NBA draft, which is awesome. So staff signing, we got Fred Hoiberg here, and for the NBA draft, let's go here real quick. I do want to show you guys the player stats, so that way you guys can just see how this team did. Player stats was as followed: 19.5 points for Zach LaVine, Jabari for 17, Chris Dunn 14, Markkanen with 12, Wendell Carter Jr. with 10. So when I look at this team, they have plenty of depth. Obviously, they have plenty of good players on the team, but there's one thing that I think this team is missing. That is a star. And yes, Zach LaVine or Jabari Parker can become one of that, but I don't have time to patiently wait for 2K to decide for them to become a star. So that is something we're going to be chasing this offseason, is one star, at least one star, if not maybe 2. We're going to try to get a star this offseason. So with the 3rd pick, I don't know if I'm going to be trading this pick, though, so bear with me here real quick. Deion Waiters, Josh Richardson, Miles Bridges, Rudy Gobert, Brandon Knight, Evan Fournier, Andre Drummond, Lonnie Walker, Steven Adams, Otto Porter. Yeah, so nothing too important there. So you know what? Let's actually draft here. Though we have a... Let's just go with best available. Let's just go with best available. I'm not even going to worry about what's on the board. So let's see, or what positions we have. Best available, we have Cameron Reddish still available. Zion Williamson is still here as well. And what we got? We got Lauri Markkanen, and Zion Williamson I think would be super nice off the bench. So, or Cameron Reddish, the small forward. Jabari Parker could potentially decline Jabari Parker if necessary. Or Cameron Reddish off the bench. Trade Denzel Valentine. I don't know. Zion or Reddish. Let's go Cameron Reddish. Let's just go with Cameron Reddish. I think that gives me a little bit more opportunities. So 6'8". That is cool with me. So Cameron Reddish, 79 overall. Zion Williamson, 78. So I think I did pretty well there. But for the rookie signing, Reddish is here. Player options. So this is where it's going to become interesting. So Aaron Baines did accept. Lauri Markkanen, of course, we're going to accept all of those. Yes, decline. And Aaron. Now, this is where I got to make a decision. Jabari Parker, do I accept the team option? Let me see. Let me see if I should, honestly. So let me see where. Let me go to the salary cap table. I always miss it where it is. So salary cap table. We have right now negative 41 mil in cap space, of course. But that is because some of these contracts down here. So let me renounce Robin Lopez, Tyson Chandler, none of those guys. Justin Holiday, Antonio Cleveland, Blankney, Shaquille Harrison, and yeah, I think I wish we could renounce. Oh wait, I can. So I renounced Aaron Baines. That's pretty cool. Although he had a player option, so that's kind of interesting on how I was able to do that. So we have 17 million cap space. So if I do sign Jabari Parker back, oh man, I got a decision to make. I think that, man, I don't know what to do. I don't know which one to do. I guess we'll do it for now. We'll accept it for now. I don't know how much that just screwed me, or if I should have just declined it. But now we have 24 million cap space still. So we still have some cap space. So I'm glad I did accept it, actually. So not too bad at all. Let me make sure I don't have any trade exceptions down. Okay, no, I don't. All right, so when we look at this roster, we got Chris Dunn at the point guard, Zach LaVine, Chandler Hutchinson, who's not yet ready to be the backup, but we got Jabari Parker and Cameron Reddish, Marcus Morris, and Denzel Valentine. So we have a lot of depth at the 3, which we could potentially change. So not worried about that. Lauri Markkanen and a Wendell Carter Jr. and Aaron Baines. So, I mean, when I really look at this team, I think what's really lacking is a point guard, and I want a point guard. So we got Kyrie Irving here. Why does Kyrie Irving not show up in the point guard section? That's kind of odd. But all right, whatever. Best available. Kyrie Irving is here. We got Karl-Anthony Towns, Jimmy Butler, Klay Thompson, Cousins. We could go with Cousins, Kemba Walker as well. I really want a star, just a star. So, I mean, for one of these top tier candidates would be nice. We can't afford Kyrie Irving, though. Isaiah Thomas, Kevin Durant, Karl-Anthony Towns would be awesome. We just can't afford anyone. So let me make some moves. So we have a lot of depth at the 3 position. So I mean, it's basically time to get rid of some 3s. So we have Marcus Moore, we have Cameron Reddish and Jabari Parker. So Do I want to trade Jabari Parker and let Cameron Reddish start, or do I want to trade? Let's go for now Marcus Morris and Denzel Valentine and see what that could potentially get us. I'm not sure if this will get us anything great. Robert Covington would be pretty cool, to be honest, starting at the 3. Then trade Jabari Parker. I don't know. We could do that. Avery Bradley, Bam Adebayo, Bojan, Dwight Powell, Shabazz Napier. I'm really looking to Fred VanVleet, CJ Miles, Steven Adams. I really just need some... I like this Covington deal in a way. So we could go with... We could invest in Covington. They get Marcus Morris and Denzel Valentine. We can invest in Covington. Let me see if I can get like a second round pick out of them. They agree. So invest in Covington. And then we can trade Jabari away. I don't know what we're going to get for Jabari, though. So let's see what Jabari Parker can get us. Dario Saric at the 4. That's not bad. Otto Porter, Wiggins, Adams, Warren, Patty Mills, Clint Capella at that center spot. Wow. I think that might actually be the move. Now, realistically, I don't think this makes sense for the Rockets, though. So maybe I shouldn't do that. Andre Drummond. I don't want to invest. I don't want that much money back, though. Sabonis. Michael Porter Jr. Jabari Parker for Michael Porter Jr. We get Plumlee, though. That's something to consider. Harrison Barnes. Brandon Ingram. I don't want a 3. Whoa, we can get Brandon Ingram. How often does that pop up? Buddy Hield. Kim Bazemore. Mike Conley. I'm not sure what to grab. I like the idea of Dario Saric, though. Jabari Parker, Dario Saric for Denzel. We get Denzel Valentine. You know what? Let's do it. Let's get Dario Saric. So now our team is looking like this. So what do we got? Chris Dunn, Zach LaVine, Robert Covington, Cameron Reddish, Denzel Valentine, Lauri Markkanen, Dario Saric, Wendell Carter Jr., and Aaron Baines. So yeah, that's looking pretty good, actually. But now I think the big thing is, though, I think I just freed up a bunch of cap. So 34 mil. We could potentially offer Kyrie Irving a deal now. So let's do it. I don't know if he will come here, but let's offer as much as possible. Hopefully, just hopefully we can get Kyrie Irving, because that would be clutch. Kevin Durant, we can't offer him. I mean, why not? I'll try it. I've never actually tried to get Kevin Durant before. Jimmy Butler, we bring him back to Chicago. I got Klay Thompson before. I think I've got him in the last 2 videos. Not the last 2, but I've got him before, so I'll try to stay away from that. Kemba Walker, not my ideal situation, but I mean, potentially we got a Kemba Walker signing, and that's about it. So, I mean, we got to take what we can get at this point. So we get Kemba Walker, and I think that's all we have to do this offseason. Kemba Walker is not a bad signing. I mean, we got a legit point guard now. I like Chris Dunn and all, but Kemba Walker is going to be a guy that's going to come in and score the ball. We got Kemba Walker, Chris Dunn, Zach LaVine, Chiller Hutchison, Covington, Cameron Reddish, Denzel Valentine, Lauri Markkanen, Saric, Wendell Carter Jr., and Aaron Baines. So definitely an interesting team. That's for sure. And for the cap holds, though, what do we got? I think I spent a lot of time this offseason. Well, I think we got our team. I think this team is going to be pretty good. So I definitely changed the team up quite a bit. But we got a star in Kemba Walker, who this is a team that's built around Kemba Walker that could win now. Markkanen going up, and yeah, so we have a bunch of good role players to fit the system. So I'm gonna go ahead and simulate to the end of next year, and hopefully this converts to some success. All right, here's the question today, part of the video. So last video I asked you guys think the Jazz will be the 2nd seed in the Western Conference, and this is your guys' answer. So let me read them off my handy dandy laptop. Alex Mina says, I shouldn't say ask. Question today: yes, the Jazz have enough to potentially be the 2nd seed. They were 1 game away from the 3rd seed and had the 2nd best defense with Gobert missing 30 games last season. They already showed that they were better than the Thunder. The Rockets regress, and the Lakers will have chemistry issues, so it's definitely possible. Yes, I do fully agree with that. And it looks like that's the only answer I got. So thank you guys. Thank you for the answer. But let's go ahead and continue with this question today, although I did get only 1 answer. But thank you, Alex Mina, for answering my question. But today's question: who's your favorite Chicago Bull player? Who's your guys' favorite on the roster? Who do you guys think is going to become the best in 5 seasons? let me know, and let's continue the rebuild. The record of 41-41, we actually did make the playoffs, 8th seed in the Eastern Conference, but I want to see this team be a little bit better than that. So, I mean, maybe this was just a meshing season. We'll have to see how it goes, but for the player stats, we got Kemba Walker with 19, Zach LaVine had 19, Reddish with 15, Lauri Markkanen with 13, and Wendell Carter Jr. with 10. So I do fully expect this team to be a lot better this next season, and I think that they will be. So let's just see if we can somehow beat the Chicago Bulls or the Boston Celtics. Once we get in, you're in. So, I mean, it doesn't matter what seed you are. I mean, it does in a way, but, I mean, if you're in, you could potentially upset someone, but obviously that's not going to... Oh, we do win one game. Let's see if we can win another game. I mean, 2K does hate the Celtics, so... you never know what can happen. Let's see if we can beat the Boston Celtics again. It looks like we might. 40 points in the second quarter. Very close game, but we're going to go ahead and get eliminated by 5 points. That's all right. That's okay. We weren't even expected to be in the playoffs. So you know what, guys? I'm going to go ahead and simulate to the offseason. We're going to be in free agency. And I'm going to see where I should go from here. So all I've done so far is basically match Dario Sari's contract. But I don't really want to renounce... Chris Dunn if I don't have to. What if I renounce Denzel Valentine instead? Because I want Sarge back. Okay, so we get Sarge back. That's awesome. So now when we look at the team, Dario Sarge just got paid 15 mil. I think he got like 15 to 16 mil a season, I believe. So Sarge is back on the team, which is all right. What did he get? 17 mil. Yeah, 17. So I mean, that's not bad. I like Dario Sarge on this team, so I didn't want to let him go. And then for what we got going on out here, we gotta wait for Chris Dunn to get an offer. I'm not renouncing him, that's for sure. What does he want? 3. We gotta get Chris Dunn back. That's just facts. I mean, I can't let the dude go. So really not much has changed. I mean, we made the... What? What do you mean? He better be back on my team or I'm gonna be kind of upset. He's gone. Wow, just like that, he's gone. Chris Dunn is gone. I don't know how that happened, but whatever. I guess we got rid of Chris Dunn on accident. So I need... How much? We have 1.22 million cap space now. So, okay, that's cool, I guess. That sucks. Is he still out here? No, he's not. Okay, whatever. I mean, I guess we got to get some backups now. Let's go get a backup point guard or shooting guard or something. George Hill for a backup point guard. Not my ideal fit, but whatever. What else we got for a backup center? Jahlil Okafor, way too much money. Centers, way too down low for my liking. Robin Lopez, Ajinça, Tyson Chandler, Al Jefferson, Don Maker. Let's go Ed Davis here. George Hill goes to the Toronto Raptors. Can we get Ed Davis at least? We need a backup center. So get backup center and Ed Davis. Point guard. Wow. Can't even afford Raul Neto. So, I mean, whatever. I don't know what happened. I don't know why Chris Dunn was just like renounced like that. Whatever. Power forwards. So yeah, we basically have our rotation. So no backup point guard. Sure, Hutchinson is gonna be a big part of the rotation, I guess. And yeah, so I did not mean to let Chris Dunn go, but I guess that's just how it goes. So yes, this team, we should be a playoff team if you ask me. So let's just see how it goes though. You never know with 2K. So I'm gonna go ahead and simulate to the end of next year, where hopefully this team makes the playoffs and we're very comfortable in the playoffs. Like we're in a high seed in the playoffs. At the end of the season, I think it's a good, successful rebuild when we got the Chicago Bulls as the 4th seed. So that's not bad. I mean, the Bulls need to be a playoff team in the coming years, and we finally have made that happen. So 19.6 for Kemba Walker, 17 for Zach LaVine, Reddish at 16, Markkanen with 12, 10, 10, 7, 7, 5. So not bad. So CJ Miles ended up being our last rotation player, but now we got the Miami Heat in the first round. Can we beat the Miami Heat? They may be on fire, but we might be able to tame them. I don't know if that made any sense, but we're down 2-0 to start the series. I don't like that too much. And we were home both those games, so that is not a great start whatsoever. So hopefully we can bring it back here. So 35 in the first quarter, It looks like we're going to win this one, so that's awesome. 119-107. That's exactly what we want to see. Let's go with Simcast again. They don't like... okay, they're not saying it again, but they didn't like Cameron Reddish last game. They said give him less minutes. Is it because he's a rookie? But we are winning so far. And they come back at the end. And they beat us. 105-107. That is very upsetting. Wow. Okay. So we're down 3-1. I would have jumped in, but, I mean, that was only for, like, not a very important game. I mean, this is an elimination game, so this is important. And it looks like we're going to win this one. Unless if 2K... Yeah, okay, so we win that one. All right, so let's force a game 7. Let's force a game 7. And we're at their house. So if we beat this, we beat them here, game 7 is ours because we'll be at home. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it, 2K. Let's do it. Let's do it. Just like that, we take game 6. Cameron Reddish led the way. Dion Waiters is out there balling as well. So now let's make it to the second round, please. Let's do it. Let's do it. So let's make it to the second round. We are we're firing. They're coming out, and oh my gosh, 2K. A little bit of a closer game. 109-108. Okay, you know what, guys? I gotta jump in. We're gonna finish this off. We're gonna finish this off once for all. We're gonna do it. The last 2 times that I've jumped in, I've actually, like, choked so badly, it's not even funny. So, this one didn't choke right there. So, good play right there to start it off. This is game 7, guys. So, I gots to make this work. Dion Waiters out here with them long socks. His head looks like really bald. I got Zach LaVine. Kimball Walker out here as well. Let's just play good D. Goran Dragic trying to do something. What you gonna do, Dion? You seem to be like the #1 guy here. Let's get him. Oh my gosh. 113. Wow, okay. Dion Waiters obviously is a GOAT or something. They're leaving me wide open. They're leaving Kimball Walker open. You don't do that. Apparently you do. Okay. We need the ball back, like, ASAP. My nose is itching. Dion Waiters, let go of the ball, man. I know you're trying to waste time, but I'm trying to win. 15, 9, 8, 7, 6. Like, shoot the ball. I'm not fouling. I'm not fouling. That's stupid. Okay, he's not making that. So we gotta make a 3. That's all we can do. We have to make a 3, and that's... I don't know who to go to. Who do I go to here? So we gotta make a 3, or it's go home. We gotta go home, or we gotta make a 3. What are we gonna do? I don't know who to go to. Quentin Grimes, 16 points. Is he the player of the night or something? Kimball Walker, Zach LaVine. Let's go to Zach LaVine. Back up, Kimball Walker. And he's not even on the 3-point line. I choke every time, guys. This is why I don't jump in. I'm usually pretty good at 2K, but like in these situations, I choke. I just choked so badly. Well, that is not the way I wanted that video to end. Wow. So disappointed in myself. Well, leave a like if you did enjoy, and subscribe if you haven't already. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace.